Hey guys, it's been a while. I looked through the channel, and the last time I raced this little blue car was September 20th. That was the last time I made it on the track. After that, let's see, I changed the timing chain, which took forever because I broke off a bolt. Actually, I broke off 3 or 4 bolts. I can't remember. And that's when I changed the regulator and the throttle body. And then the rain just set in. So even after the car got running, the rain set in, and I guess it was kind of discouraging for the track owners, so they shut down the season a little early. So it's been a long time. I don't know how many days it's been. It's like 150, 180 days. I don't know. But September 20th was the last race, or last time I took it to the track. Now we got Corona, and it's affecting the tracks. So hopefully this will pass soon. Hopefully we'll make it to the track soon. But I've got something for you, so be ready to do some screenshots. Alright guys, y'all ready to do some screenshots? This first chart is a tire size chart. Y'all see that okay? And it shows how tire size affects your gear ratio. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that. One thing I want to show y'all is this is based off a 26-inch tire. So, you know, my car's got 456 gears. When I go to a 28, it'll be the equivalent of changing to a 423 or a 430. So, all right, y'all got that? Good stuff. All right, guys. So sometimes I go to the track and I'll see a guy running 28s on a car with a 5.0, you know, 302, or even a 4.6. And you know, if it's, you know, just a street strip car, kind of a daily driver, and he found some slicks and put it on there, he'll be visiting Bog City. So anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that chart. If you've got a 302 or a 4.6, you need to be making a ton of power before you go to a 28, because you're going to lose gear. And when you lose gear, you lose torque. And that torque is what gets you off the line. You know, these, by today's standards, a 5.0 or 4.6 is a big motor. But in reality, it's really not. It's a small block or small mod motor, and it just doesn't have low end torque you need to be sacrificing gear ratio. So anyways, I want to show y'all that. Also, if you, like me, put too much of a gear in your car to run through the quarter mile, you can cheat by going to a taller tire to cheat your ratio. Nobody ever remembers that they make a 27-inch slick. So if you're in that position where you went too low on your gear, and you're running a 26-inch tire, but you don't want to go to a 28, 27 is a good option. So hopefully that chart helps you. I like to be able to see stuff, you know, in that format. So maybe that helps. I hope so. Let's look at another chart. This next chart is Ford transmissions, and the top number across is the first gear ratio, and then the other number coming down the chart is the ring and pinion, the axle ratio. So this will show you if you decide to change transmissions, what your first gear ratio will be. So just kind of show y'all the equivalent 456s with an AOD. That's got my final drive ratio at 10.94. Closest thing to that with a 4R70W is a 373. TKO 600 is about the same. Z-Spec T5 is about the same. And then you come down to a regular T5 with a 335 first gear, and my first gear ratio is equivalent to a car with 327s. And then for the 4-cylinder T5, it's the equivalent to a car with 273s and a 4-cylinder T5. I've actually had a car like that before. So yeah, go ahead and take y'all a screenshot of that if you want to. All right, guys. So this is it's an '89 GT convertible I bought back in '05, maybe '06. This car came from the factory with AOD and 273s. Man, this thing was a pig. It was so stinking slow. On the way back from Jacksonville, overdrive went out. And you know what? For the first time in my life, I was not upset about a transmission going out. So I had everything to put a 5-speed in a car. So that's what I did. I swapped this car over to a 4-cylinder 5-speed. So I had a 397 first gear. And just to give you a performance, kind of a before and after, the car with automatic, it went like, I want to say low 17s in the quarter. That was with a fuel pressure malfunction, but I got that sorted out. And then just getting the fuel pressure fixed and putting a 5-speed in it, it went 1460s. And that was it. Just by changing the transmission. Still had 273s, but night and day. All right, so back to the chart. We can go back here and look at this. So 273s with a 4-cylinder transmission is 10.84. The closest thing to that in a 335 transmission, just regular V8 T5 or V6, is 327 gears. So, that's respectable. Now, if we were to have the 308 gear ratio with a 4-cylinder T5, you'd be at 12.23, which would have you geared like 373s with a V8 T5. So anyways, gear ratios, they make a big difference with these cars. All right, guys, that's about it. I know when you're budget racing, you want every penny you spend to make you go in the right direction, make you quicker. So hopefully that'll help you with tire size and with gear ratios. There's a little short clip we're going to add here at the end. It's my friend Bradley's coupe, and he has played with different clutches, different slicks, and different gear ratios with his car. His car doesn't make a ton of power, but it gets down the track. So anyways, this clip, he's racing a Coyote, a newer model Mustang, newer model 5.0, and he gets them. I mean, he beats them. He doesn't beat them by horsepower, but he beats them with traction and with the gear ratio, and he's a good driver too. So anyways, here's this clip. Enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully this corona stuff will disappear and we can be back to our normal lives, and we can go back to gapping people instead of social distancing. Anyways, we'll see y'all later.